Solavei Retail becomes Solavei Marketplace. And no matter what it is that you get, that you want, through Solavei Marketplace, you'll have. And I'd like to bring up my dear friend, an incredible, incredible mind, to be able to take you through it and to see how great Solavei really is. Please welcome to the stage, Jim Ryan.
I want to start out here and I want to ground you a little bit, all right? Because I want to talk to you about specifically what it is and how it adds value into each and every one of your businesses, starting today. And what's going to happen here over the next few months, leading to an amazing launch event that's going to happen here on our 1-year anniversary. When we officially declare to the world, we are here. Social commerce is not something we've just been talking about. It's real. And here's what we mean. And no one will ever doubt it or question it ever again. Okay? But first and foremost, I want you guys to wrap your head around this. This is an additional value add in the overall Solavei mobile service proposition today. Okay? You don't go to Simple Mobile and get this kind of access. You don't go to T-Mobile and get this kind of stuff. No one else in the mobile industry has anything like this. So when you're talking about Solavei and you're talking about the opportunity of Solavei, when you frame it in its grand scale, and then you take them back to, oh, but it's only $49 unlimited voice, text, and data to get started, then the aha button goes off, okay? Then they want to participate. It's something bigger. Everyone loves to be part of something bigger, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is you're going to have all these great offers and discounts that you will be able to participate in. The value of membership is significant. Increasing that value is significant. One of the key things and one of the key epiphanies about this business that I've had pretty recently is that, you know, a lot of people talk about you come in and the opportunity is the opportunity to share and to earn. But actually the opportunity starts merely with consumption. Because when you're buying $49 unlimited voice, text, and data, just writing that check every month means that someone else is benefiting. Your friend, family member, other people are participating in that value creation of something that you pay for every day anyway. Right? So just merely being part of Solavei is value. What this does is significantly increases that proposition, the value of membership, the value of being part of Solavei, whether you choose to share and earn or not. Significant opportunity when you talk about framing that up for people. But, of course, because we're in the business of both sharing and earning, there's also the additional opportunities to participate in this market. To be able to participate when you and members in your personal network share. To be able to participate when members in your personal network consume. To be able to participate when yourself and members in your personal network also go out and sign new merchants and bring in new offers. We're going to talk about all that here, okay? And then also from a leadership standpoint, the opportunity to participate on a network basis in everything that's happening and all the great value that's being created across the whole landscape. So that's the kind of the context I want you to be understanding this, right? Because what Marketplace is going to do is Marketplace is going to almost, I don't want to say by accident because everything's been on purpose, but we're not going to have to force this. This is going to just kind of happen. And when you see what it is and you see how it's going to work, I think you'll get my point in that you're just going to be sharing and people are going to be consuming these offers and they're going to be checking it out. And becoming part of Solavei is going to become a lot easier proposition. And we'll be scaling to 1 million members a lot more quickly than you probably presume before you see this presentation. All right. So what you're going to have within My Solavei is you're going to have access. You're going to have visibility to what's going on in Marketplace. You're going to have visibility to the money you're saving, the money that you're earning through sharing, the money you're earning through your network. You're going to be able to see that every day when you go in. But in addition to that, and in many ways probably even most important in all this, and this is why I want you all got your listening ears on it. You're all listening and paying attention right now. All right, this is the biggest thing. You see this right here? This is a featured offer, right? These featured offers are going to be highly personalized, highly relevant. Now, you hear a lot of companies talk about that. It's the hot buzz thing. Everyone wants to talk about personal. Everyone wants to talk about relevant. But here's the thing. You are members of this. You want to get delivered personal stuff that matters to you. You want to give information to Solavei because you know Solavei will protect that information and only use it on your behalf. And we're going to be able to go out there and scout all the stuff that's available and bring back to you the stuff that matters most to you and that matters most to your friends and family that you want to share. Here's your first view of Marketplace itself. So when you click through that module or when you go to marketplace.solavei.com, what you'll see is you will see featured offers, you will see offers of a number of different categories. And here's what we've got. We've got the 3 standard categories today that exist in this offers business. There are prepaid offers where you pay $10 and you get $20 worth of value. That's what Groupon is today, primarily. Then there's discounts, right? There's the ability to say, hey, so I can go here today and I'll get 10% off, or I go there and I get 20% off. So it's kind of dollars off discounts. And then there's also loyalty programs. So imagine all the punch cards you got jamming up your wallet or purse today, right? All those are going away. Because you got your Purple Pay card, that is all you need. All right. Now here's when I get really excited. So check this out. This might look like Groupon or Living Social, and yeah, it's great because we use a metaphor, right? So this is a metaphor, and you'll have those type of offers in there. You can go and you can go to get your your $10 off or this and that. But check this out, and it's a little hard to read here because it's small and because it's a little bit blurry. But that says Acme Insurance, health insurance. How would you like to be able to get great value on your own health insurance and share it with your friends and family and make money when they're consuming it? See this one here? This is satellite TV. How would you like to be able to share an opportunity to consume satellite TV, get it at a discount, and be able to make money when your friends and family consume it? As we've been putting this together, what we've realized is that actually this fulfills the whole business plan. Because when you present it in this manner, and when you evolve the concept of what merchants will be able to do in connecting to this, and I'll take you through this in a minute, that you actually say to the merchants, and it's great. I've been having these conversations with a lot of these large merchants, these people who have huge businesses and great products to distribute. And I say, how's the advertising thing going for you? And after a lot of grumbling and mutual bad, dirty words, then we say, how about a different way? How about if I could plug you into a platform that offers directed consumption and directed distribution? And they say, what do you mean? So what if I could plug you into a platform where people come in, people actually share with us the things that matter to them in a very, very intimate, personal way, of which we always protect that information, but we guide them to the things that are most relevant to them based upon that information. And then not only do they consume that stuff, but then they are the ones who carry that to their friends and family for their consumption. And they're like, well, that doesn't work. I've never seen that before. No, not yet. Not yet. But you will. And when you do, I literally had like board members giddy on the phone in this company I was talking to last week. Giddy. Because they're like, you mean to tell me that we could just put our offering in here, offer it at a great deal, offer a crazy commission for bringing in new people, and you'd load it into your system, your members would pick it up, and your members would distribute it? I said, that's what we do. We're a social commerce company. And they said, whoa, that's big news. And I said, I know. That is big news. We call it Solavei. All righty then. So, now here's the other big news. Card linking. Now, card linking is a technology we didn't invent, but a technology we will certainly benefit from because it sounds like it was built for us, quite frankly, and talk about river moments. So what card linking does is it actually connects your card into these offers and promotions and discounts automatically. So you can load them up on the card. You can go in there, go into all the loyalty programs, go bing. And every single time that you go into all your places around you that have those loyalty programs, you swipe your card and say, guess what? This is the 4th time you bought a sub. This sub's on us. All connected up in the card. All sitting in your wallet. So then when you break it down and you say, hey, so you click on one of these offers, and you know what? You can go consume that, and that's great. You press that button, and you go get yourself 40%. That's lovely. You go hit these buttons, and pa-chang, that's where the money gets earned. But when you think about it, when we're exposing the offers that matter most to you, chances are pretty good that they probably matter to the friends and family that you're connected with. So you go and click those buttons, send it on off to them. We track exactly what's happening. They consume those offers. Ka-ching. You participate. Goes around, goes around, goes around, right? That's all goodness, right? Because once we put our hand up and we say what it is that we want to consume, and we actually feel good about sharing, that we want our friends and family to consume, the power of that will drive the market. Drive the market. That makes me excited. All right. So here's some examples for you of the type of offers we're looking at. You know, these, we're not talking about little itty bitties here. We're talking about big companies. We're talking about national brands and offers. We're talking about things that you see every day, right? However, that's actually only part of this, and not even in some ways the most exciting part of this. It'll become the most exciting part when we have millions of members, and when we go knocking on Walmart's door and say, so, come Christmas, we're trying to decide, is Solavei shopping at Target or Walmart? The coolest part of this whole thing is the actual merchant onboarding platform. So the merchant onboarding platform, which is, and there's a whole bunch of speeds and feedsy things here, but let me just take you real quick here. It is not just a means for the merchants to go input orders and input offers and input goods and services. It's a whole facility for them to get on board this digital revolution. It's a website, a mobile site, it's a merchant page. It allows them to place their offers. It allows them to do promotions in Facebook and Twitter. It actually helps them build Facebook and Twitter pages. Gives them significant distribution, not just us, but distribution within other parties and other areas. Right? It's very broad. It's the kind of thing when you sit across from your buddy who's running a pizza parlor, you'll be like, dude, you got to get on board this because this works. This has the same level of value and integrity of everything we want to distribute, except now it applies to adding value for that merchant, adding value for that local dude who's trying to make a living, who's trying to help out. And you know what? He's the one who you're most interested in. That's where we have our connections today, right? So this is just a quick snapshot for you of what the dashboard looks like for the merchant. So they can go in there and they can set up their coupons, they can do events, they can do their rewards programs, and linking all these people up. And just imagine, and if you think now of the logic of this, so we're doing these takeovers, these city takeovers, and we're doing it to prepare. We're sowing the seeds here, because then once Solavei is generally known, then you come knocking on the door and you say, hey, you got to get in on this, right? We can direct people to your doorstep today. Then it really starts to get powerful. But when I talk about this, it's not just onboarding these offers for these merchants. There's also things like optimizing your digital footprint. Like, this is just an example here. You go and you put in your address as a merchant, and it tells you all the different, basically how you're performing in the digital world. And this is an example here. There are things that you're not even in. No one could see you if someone uses that search vehicle to try to get you, if they use the local capability. And when you sign up, we automatically go and make sure that you reach priority in all those areas. Because you know what? You're one of the Solavei peeps now. You're a Solavei merchant. You're part of the family. So we're going to make sure that everyone knows about you. This is about lighting up all these merchants. We are powered by local merchants now, right? A little Solavei in your window, a little pay card. Just imagine if you put an offer out that says, you know what, buy one, get one free. It's Friday night, come on down. Imagine the Solavei party that's going to be happening in that dude's restaurant. The good times they're going to have. But in order to make this work, it takes partnerships, right? It takes a village to raise a marketplace. So we have a number of things that we're doing here. One, we're inputting additional offers from existing providers and aggregators. There's a lot of folks out there right now who have existing offers that are quality offers. The difference is when we take them into marketplace, you participate in them. So not only do you benefit from the discounts that you would have consumed otherwise, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's just say, for example, not to say the deal is done yet, but let's just say, for example, we do a deal with Living Social. So all the Living Social offers now become federated into Solavei Marketplace. Well, you could go to Living Social and actually consume that offer. However, you wouldn't actually benefit from it other than its direct consumption, right? There's no value in distribution of those offers. But that same exact offer in Solavei Marketplace now has the double bam, right? It's the double value in its consumption and in its value creation through distribution, right? So we can federate those offers coming inbound. Second thing is syndication of these offers, because these are going to be some high quality offers we create. The ability to go and say, you know what, other people can consume those offers as well, and you benefit from those too. So you think about it, you'll now be selling to anyone. And that's why you'll see now my earlier slide when I put my 5-year-old up there, anyone can be part of this. Because you're going to be able to present this to anyone who can start consuming these offers. They don't have to be members yet. They can just consume the offer. And then you can start talking to them about Solavei and start moving them in. You see, we've just taken the on-ramp and we've just made it very, very nice. So the gradual move into membership, you don't even, I didn't even know what happened. It just happened. I'm a member. It'll be that easy. We'll work on it. So, let's talk for a moment about timeline. Because this has gotten a little bigger than what we were thinking about when we first started thinking about doing this in January. Not that we started thinking about it in January, but we put it on the rails in January. So here's what we're going to do here to make sure we get this right and to make sure that we really capitalize on this as we go and bring this national. So the first thing is, starting here in mid-July, is when we're going to start onboarding local merchants. That's when we're going to open up the merchant side of this platform. That's when we really want to start engaging with those local merchants, because we want thousands upon thousands of merchants coming into this platform through July and August and in September. We want to really, really make this a robust offering before we launch it into the consumer base. So that's when the first part will happen here. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to say, look, in order for you to go out there and be talking about the social commerce revolution, to be properly armed, like any good military operation, we wouldn't just put you out there in the field. You got to be trained, and you got to know what you're doing before you go out and engage, right? So what we're saying is that you're going to need to be a social partner in order to be qualified to go out and sell merchants. So for this room, that ain't a problem, right? But keep this in mind then. When someone comes in, they're like, wow, this is exciting. What do I got to do? Well, you got to go start getting your trios, my friend, right? You got to get to social partner. You get to social partner, and now you move on to the next level. And the second thing we're going to have it pretty straightforward, but you're going to have to go through a little qualification process. It'll be online. There's some information that you're going to have to understand before you can go out and you can go talk about what this merchant program is. And this is going to take some work to get it right, but starting in July, we're going to work it, and we're going to work it together. I'm not going to say we're going back to beta world. I think I've been told never to say that word again. But what we are doing is taking the time to make sure we get this right. So starting in July, we're going to bring in merchants. We'll work the platform. We'll work the process. We'll work the training. And then from there, as we get into August, we're going to start bringing up the consumer side of it, and we'll start testing that. We're not calling it a beta, calling it a test. Very different. And then come September 21, on our 1-year anniversary, we will officially launch this to the world, and nothing ever will be the same ever again. That pretty cool? I think that's pretty cool. All right, so what do you got to do today? How do you walk away and say, now what? Get ready to enroll merchants, and the way you do it is you got to get the social partner. So tell your teams, get the social partner. Let's work on bringing in members. Because remember, members are going to drive all this, okay? We get 1 million members, and we control the game. And the consumer will rule the day. Solavei and the Solavei members will rule the day. All right, so you get the point? We good? All right. Thank you very much.